Welcome, everyone, to a brand new episode of the World Radio League Show. I am Andy in Zero APX, your extra. Okay, maybe that's the last time I'll do that, but it's still really fun. Amateur radio operator host for today's episode of the World Radio League Show, episode 41. This is incredible. Kind of on the chilly, not too chilly side here in Missouri today. We went from 15 degrees to 90 last week, and we were in the 30s again this morning. So, yeah, interesting weather. But hope y'all are doing fantastic. Great to see so many of you in the chat and tuning in from all over the world. LU1BJK, flap like now. Yes, hit that like button, guys. Smash it as hard as you can. We have the very special and prestigious James and Zero WRL in the chat. They're in the house. Excuse me. How you doing, James?
Hello. Good to see you, Andy. Good to see everybody in the chat. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, good sir. How's things down there in Georgia going today?
It's amazing. I made it to FedEx today and shipped you a little special radio, Andy. So you got a gift.
Cool. Can't wait to get that one in. Yeah, I'm really excited about that. Yeah. Keep sharing those maps, guys. You never know what. No, I'm kidding.
You might win an Icon 5100.
The statement is not legally binding. Hope all of y'all are doing fantastic. Got tons of you in the chat here. Miss Carlotta, will she be here today? I don't know a Carlotta, but we may have our very special Catalina show up today. We'll see. So apparently, James, you were on the label of the tuning cream jar this guy bought from Temu. And I think he said my picture was on the jar of SWR cream. So anti-SWR cream. So yeah, that's something I would like to get a hold of, some anti-SWR cream.
If somebody is sticking our faces on anti-SWR cream, I think we have a problem, Andy. We might have to pursue this. That's you can set that right next to your blinker fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Blinker fluid, anti-SWR cream. Yeah, absolutely. Whole shelf full of very fine. Right next to your left-handed monkey wrench. Terry says he just ended up at Pigeon Forge. Apparently, Dolly Parton was hurt that James didn't show up. Our sincere
sure
apologies
Dolly Parton
to
was
Dolly
asking
Parton.
about me, right, Terry? I'm sure she was.
He did get a 1964 Vibraplex Champion bug. That's awesome. I'm really excited.
Cool. Jim did a really nice interview with the folks from Wolf River Coils as well. So if anybody else is interested in the Wolf River Coils antennas,
Wolf River Coils Mini,
I'll drop that in the chat as well.
That's fantastic. Yeah, very cool.
What's new in your world, Andy? What's going on in good old Missouri?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I said, the weather can't make up its mind. We literally had a 75-degree shift in 1 week from 15 to 90 and then back down to the 30s this morning. So kind of interesting. But this week's supposed to be pretty nice. Bands were terrible. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, hoping to maybe get out and do a mobile install this week with the new 5100 and I found a really cool mount, antenna mount for mobile rigs. So maybe if all that works out, we'll shoot a video and I can share that. But it's basically, I don't know if you're familiar with the way bicycle seat clamps work. They have like a little fold over lever on them, and it's kind of hard to explain here, which is why I say, if it works, then I'm likely going to shoot a video and talk about this in more detail. But it's got one of those type of levers on it, so there's no screws. It's nothing. It's just you just tighten down this bolt with this lever and snap it in place, which is really cool. So
that's cool. Yeah, that. What part of the vehicle does it attach to?
It's a lip mount, so it'll attach to your trunk, your hood, whatever works.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, when I was installing mine, I spent hours and hours and hours researching all the different ways. But the one thing that, no matter where you're installing it, the one thing that I have found, and it is I think you'll probably be doing, the dual band 2 meters, 70 centimeters. But one thing that I've learned with mobile stations is just the importance of grounding and anything you can get to sort of create a ground plane with the metal frame of your vehicle, and different vehicles are different. But a lot of people they'll ground their antenna mount to some part of the steel frame, but then they'll even create bonding between different points of the steel frame to each other, just so the entire vehicle acts more like a full ground.
Oh yeah, for sure. What did you find in the difference between grounding the HF antenna and grounding the VHF UHF antenna? Because I've done a mobile install before, and on my one of my last vehicles, and it had, it was the VHF UHF antenna was just a mag mount, and it worked brilliantly. The HF antenna was a lip mount. It would not work unless it was grounded, like at all. And so there was no like counterpoise grounding on that VHF UHF antenna. Perfectly fine. Use the roof of the car as a ground plane. So what was your finding on that? Did you do a lip mount with your VHF UHF?
Yeah, I think it's just more of a thing with the frequencies and like the behavior of the higher frequencies in VHF and UHF.
Oh yeah.
Whereas there's even, I think it's Comet makes these antennas that they even say they don't need a ground plane. Have you seen those? I think they're from Comet or one of the major VHF UHF antenna producers, and they say these don't need a ground plane. So and really on VHF UHF you can kind of get away with not having an incredible ground plane, but on HF on your vehicle it'll just absolutely kill your performance / maybe not even work.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I literally I had a tuner, like a really wide range tuner set up, and it would not. I mean, it was fairly wide range tuner. I won't say it's super wide range, but it was a fairly wide range tuner, and it would not tune that HF antenna at all in just a purely vertical only state. It had to have a ground plane, which is expected, but it was just interesting to me to just experiment with it. So yeah, they are making a couple of ground free HF mobile antennas these days that are supposed to work with these new aluminum frame trucks, because aluminum, there's a lot of moving to aluminum, and aluminum doesn't really work for grounding, bonding, that type of thing as well. And so they're creating some like antennas with artificial ground built in, so that so cool. It'd be interesting to try. But yeah,
that's cool. Absolutely. I mean, you could probably, I bet you could. I mean, this is just a random idea as we're getting kicked off here. Yeah. But if you could probably kind of run like a counterpoise, even if your vehicle was totally aluminum, you probably run a counterpoise around the inside and create some sort of a grounding system just using your own cable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, what do we got in store for today, Andy?
Thomas, just to point this out here, Thomas says that some trucks don't have good grounded chassis, so sometimes you can just ground the trunk and it fixes the lip mount ground. Yeah, lip mount, I'm trying to be careful because the lip mount I have has these like rubberized covers on the lip mount, and I really don't want to scratch up the paint just to get it to ground there. So I'm thinking what I did with the last one, what I'll probably try again with this one, is I literally pulled one of the bolts in the trunk and put a wire on the bolt and ran that wire to the antenna, to the shield of the antenna, and used that as my connection to the ground. And that seemed to work. So I might try something like that again. But
that's really cool. I'll post a video if you guys want to check out how I installed in my truck. I'll post a video in the chat as well. I documented the entire thing, and it
very
works
cool
incredible.
Video.
So.
Yeah, it's a fantastic video. So go check that out for sure. All right, let's go ahead and dive in today, James. We have all kinds of stuff to talk about today.
I love Mondays when we have new features to show. Yes, that always makes Monday a little bit extra special.
Let me go ahead and do a screen share here. And first of all, I'm going to, let me just pull it up here. We've got some really cool stuff. Our dev team has been busy. We've got, y'all have heard me talk about Najim. Najim's back from vacation and raring to go on some more desktop app updates. So y'all will see more coming out there in the coming days and weeks. So be very excited. There we go. Okay. So first of all, we have added the desktop app to the integrations page. So you can always find the latest build of the desktop app living right here, the integrations page in the web app. Let me go ahead and hide this comment here. You can always find that here. On the integrations page, we'll have the latest desktop app build listed here. So go check that out. Download the latest version. If you have 0.0.1 installed, this is very important, so listen closely. If you have 0.0.1 installed, you're going to need to uninstall it, clear all the local database, and install 0.0.4. We had a couple bugs in the early release that we dropped in the Discord, so you're going to need to clear that local database, install the new version, let it all resync. So, we have instructions
just
on.
I think you just go to if you're on the, what is it, 0.0.1? That's the first one.
Yeah.
If you're on that one, so you go to inside your folder and your file explorer and just delete the entire thing, right, Andy? I think I'm saying.
Well, yeah, it's a little bit. There's a couple of places you have to go. If you're on Windows, you have to go to the app data roaming file path and delete the database there. But we have instructions on how to do that. If you're not unsure, just reach out in the community.worldradialeague.com, and tag Brad. Brad's got all the instructions on how to do that. He will get you pointed in the right direction. So feel free to do that. Brad has been
that's a good
support on this. So yeah, absolutely. Nextly, this is we've got 0.0.4 is out, ready to use. The Linux version, we've got there's a known bug with the Linux version. We are releasing a fix for that probably today or tomorrow. I think they're working on it right now, and so we should have that in the next day or two. So
yeah, and I will also say, I mean, you'll notice that WRL cat control still says beta. We are definitely taking off the beta very soon. So yeah. I think we've come far enough that the app is working great. It's also the same app that runs your integrations for WSJTX. And so it's going to get a little rename of cat control and integrations. But I think the desktop app, I mean, we could be out of beta and have cat control in the desktop app, in the next month, you would say, Andy? Or what's your
I would honestly, my optimistic self projects this to be out of beta with cat control included in the next 2 to 3 weeks. My realistic product manager persona predicts this to be out of beta and the cat control included in the next 5 to 6 weeks. So yeah, I would say we're probably realistically maybe a month and a half away, but very likely could happen sooner than that. So a lot sooner than that, likely. But
current version of desktop app, it is. I gotta say, it's working incredible. It's working phenomenal. Download the app, try it out, play around with it. It doesn't have cat control in that first version yet, but that is that's like the top priority.
And notice I said out of beta and cat control app. We're likely going to implement the cat control before we pull the beta tag off of it, just so we can make sure everything's working all right. So I'm talking final everything production, no beta tags anywhere in about, in 4 to 6 weeks. Cat control is like the next thing on the agenda for this app. So it's the beta version of cat control is going to get dumped in this just as soon as we can get it in there. So absolutely. Dave's got it right, and I'm trying to be very careful here. And Dave's got it right. Under promise, over deliver. That's that's exactly right, Dave. Oh man. Okay. Will the desktop app have the widgets? Which widgets are we talking, Peter? We are working on a dashboard with some really cool widgets. I was just working with one of the developers this morning, and I'll share some of that later on in the stream. Got some really, really cool stuff coming with an operating console that's going to be very, very cool. So stick around for that. No, HamKJ5, you will not have to delete every time a new version comes out. There was a specific bug that was causing this in 0.0.1. 0.0.4 and later versions, you just install one over the top of the other and it'll work. It should work just perfectly. So good question. Great question there. So, all right. Next we have, what's next on the agenda here? All right, let's go to this one. This is really, really cool. James, I'll let you talk about this one. I'm just going to pull up the page here.
Okay, so if you are following along with us, you can check out your QSO Manager. If you're new and you're like, what the heck are these guys even talking about QSO Manager? On the World Radio League app, if you go next to your logbooks, you can see all your contacts in one place without having to open up in each individual logbook. And you're going to see some changes. This just launched last week, and so this is hot off, actually less than 24 hours ago. So this is hot off the presses here. You're going to see two things. So you have the recheck confirmations button, but you also have a new button that's not a recheck confirmation. It's a request confirmation. And Dave, I already saw you found this feature, KE6GAE. Dave, he found this feature. I'll show you. I'll actually show you here in a second what it looks like. But let's say, so if you look at Andy's contacts here, he's got some that have got the green check mark, which that means we have both the contacts in our system. It's confirmed on both sides. We have the yellow star, which means that we got the confirmation from either QRZ or LOTW. And you've got some contacts that are just not confirmed. So what you might want to do is you might want to recheck these confirmations. So you can select all your contacts. You can select some of them. You can recheck. And we changed the recheck confirmation. So now with one click, it's going to check your confirmations in everywhere. So it'll check the WRL database. Which the WRL database is usually going to be confirmed if we have it anyway. But also if you're a premium member or above and you have a QRZ or LOTW, we will actually reach out to those other systems, QRZ and LOTW, and we'll check your confirmations and see if it's confirmed there. And if it is, we will import those confirmations so you can see it as confirmed. And
this was a Terry request, by the way. This was Terry, awesome request here. And yeah, it's been implemented for a while, but we've just refined it to the point of now you can recheck across all platforms with one click. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah. And well said. Thank you, Terry, by the way. I know Terry's in the chat, but this was actually one of Terry's probably first feature requests. So we do listen to these feature requests. Like you said, sometimes we're working on a million things. So sometimes it takes a little time for your feature request to get into the queue. But that is a great feature request that came from you guys. And now it's just better to have one button instead of having to re-click a different button for WRL recheck or QRZ or LOTW. And so I'm going to quiz you, Andy. And here's our quiz. Okay. So what's the difference? What's the difference between a recheck confirmation and a request confirmation?
Yes, absolutely. So rechecking confirmation is exactly what James described. If you've got confirmations on other platforms, if you've got a hung confirmation on World Radio League that's not, it's like Dave had this happen where it was logged on both ends. He had a contact that was logged, the other operator logged on World Radio League 2. For some reason, the trigger didn't trigger the confirmation on the first go around. There could have been a contact edited or something in the meantime to reconfirm that. Or to change some of the details to make it match. So what happened is that he sent James we'll get to confirmation request here in just a minute, but he sent James a confirmation request. James pulled that up, and I don't know what's going on with James there. He'll be back in a second. James pulled that up, and so he went and checked his logbook, and sure enough, he already had the contact there. So James clicked the recheck confirmation button on that contact. It did a quick database scan, found the two contacts, confirmed them. So anytime you've got a hung confirmation or a confirmation that's confirmed on QRZ or LOTW and not on World Radio League, just click that button, select that contact or select all your contacts, click that button, pulls in all those confirmations. Now, the confirmation requests, this is really cool. This is the new logic that we've implemented. So you can select multiple contacts. Click the request confirmation button, and it will literally send out emails to those people who have not confirmed on World Radio League yet and say, hey, you've got, confirmations pending on World Radio League. here they are. Here's what they look like. Would you like to log in, log these contact details, and or upload your ADIF file and to get these confirmed on World Radio League? So this helps you. This helps us build our user base. It helps you get your contacts confirmed. It's really an awesome system. Now, Terry must have tried this already because he called this out. Select all and the request confirmation. There is a small bug right now to where we put this in as a safety barrier during testing, where if you select all and request confirmation, it throws a flag. Now that we're out of testing and on production, we were supposed to remove that flag and we didn't get it removed. So we're getting ready. I was just talking to the developer this morning. We're getting ready to push a fix for that. But basically, I can go in here. I can grab, this group of 50 contacts right here that there's, not very many of them are confirmed on World Radio League yet. So I can just grab that group right here and click request confirmation. And that sends out confirmation request emails. 40 confirmation requests created successfully. That sends out confirmation requests. Now, you're probably thinking, what about how can I? If you are of the how shall I say? If you are of the basic user mindset, you're thinking, oh, I hope this doesn't spam my inbox. If you're of the tech hacker mindset, you're probably thinking, ooh, who can I spam with this? but we have limitations in place. It only sends one email to a single recipient once per, 2 weeks or month? I think it's once per month. Is that right, James?
Yeah, it's going to rate limit it. Andy, actually, if I could take over, I'll show you.
Yeah, go for it.
I could show everybody what the
let me pull my screen share down and put yours up there. There we go.
There we go. Okay, so I've got a couple here. So I actually had one that I even received today, which was the feature went live. But so on the single contact view, you'll also get a button where you can request it from the single view. So you'll see that too. But I want to show you guys this, which is cool. I'll show you my over in my email inbox. This is what the person who gets the confirmation request receives. So you get this nice email saying you have 2 QSO confirmation requests. We're waiting. I can see these were from Dave, KE6GAE. This was he had 2 contacts he wanted me to confirm. I don't know why I didn't confirm them because I was using WRL. And then it'll give you the link to go in and confirm those. And so I'll just click this. Oh, we got a cool picture in here, by the way. There's Andy. There's me.
Cool.
In our nice email. So the other person gets this email. You click in here, and I don't have any pending confirmation requests. But if you do have any confirmation requests, you'll be able to see them in here, and then you can log the contact, or you can import contacts to confirm.
Very nice.
But the last thing we wanted to do is spam everybody's email. Yeah. We thought a lot about this. We're like, we do not want this system to be out sending everybody an email every day or every time somebody clicks that button. So it can only send one email, like the one that I showed you, once per month per person. So I'm only going to receive 1 email per month, but it's going to put all of my confirmation requests in one email together. So if you request a confirmation and the person doesn't get the email immediately, that's because they probably already received the email that month and they're just waiting to get it.
Yeah, absolutely. So we literally aggregate. The person gets the first email, and from that point on, we aggregate all the confirmation requests that person receives over the next month, and then the next email we send them the following month has all those confirmation requests baked in. So it will send from multiple senders all in the same email, which is really cool. So go try that. Go share out that. Once we get this select all button fixed, it'll be even easier to send these. But it's really incredible. You can filter by a logbook at a time right now, and then select all and send it. But it'll get even easier than that. This is just so exciting. I'm super thrilled about this, and it's a lot of fun. There's a couple questions here. Terry asked, does it automatically not send ones that are already confirmed if you select all? Yes, that it skips the ones that are already confirmed. So
yeah, so you don't have to worry if you click that button for all of them and some of them are confirmed. Don't worry, it's not going to send those again. And also, if you a nice thing that we added here is if you forget what the buttons do, if you just hover over the button, it'll tell you what it does.
Yeah. Rosanna says mine is not showing the request confirmation. Rosanna, if you could send that screenshot in as a bug report, just screenshot your QSO manager screen and send it in. That way we can take a look at that and see, see
and if you also, it's brand new, so you might just have to do a hard refresh.
Just quick refresh. Hold down on your shift key. Yeah, hold on your shift key and hit the refresh button with your mouse. That should do it. LU1VJK says they should automatically confiscate all assets from someone who does not confirm contacts after 15 days. Indeed. I like this guy.
I like that. Being tough on the non-confirmers out there.
Quick shout out to Peter. Peter, thank you so much for the $2 super sticker. Really appreciate that. That's absolutely awesome. We had a question earlier about the desktop app. David KG5IC, can the desktop app work in concert with the web version? Yes, absolutely. It fully syncs everything, syncs together and syncs across your desktop, web, and mobile. So really excited about that. Right, we are already at the 30-minute mark, guys. We are going to take a quick break. We've got plenty more World Radio League updates on the other side of the break. Like I said, I will be sharing a sneak peek at what we're working on as far as the operating console goes. So I shared some prototypes that we were looking at. We're actually in development now, so I'm going to share some actual development samples so you can see what's going on. We've got a few other things to discuss. So and then of course we'll be talking your comments. So start dumping those comments and questions in the chat. We'll be right back after this break to talk about plenty more. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Are you ready to ditch that 90s ham radio logging software and upgrade to something from this century? Well, now you can. Welcome to a brand new era of software in ham radio, World Radio League. Whether you're a brand new ham radio operator just getting started or a seasoned veteran looking to upgrade your logging experience, World Radio League is the ham radio tool suite for you. Its sleek, modern design brings ham radio into today's world. No more digging through endless menus to find basic features. It's all right in front of you, ready to go with just a couple clicks. An extremely customizable logging interface is just the beginning. We integrate with 7 spotting networks to make finding your contacts that much easier. Plus, we offer many custom mapping and analytics tools so that you can view your contacts your way. We have all sorts of tools tailored to contesting, POTA, SOTA, WWFF, and other activities as well. And it gets better. With our cloud-based log storage, you can access your logs using our fully featured web interface in tandem with our robust mobile app. You can log into your account on any device and even log contacts offline, syncing them to your online account later. The best part? Logging with World Radio League is free. Just set up an account and start logging. Want to use advanced features like large log imports and analytics? Upgrade to a premium plan starting at only $3 a month. Join a huge community of ham radio operators at the fastest growing ham radio software platform available by creating your free account at worldradioleague.com today or search for World Radio League in your favorite app store. All right, everybody, we are back with the second half of the show. Who knows how many halves this show will have? We never know around here anymore. James N0WRL CEO from Georgia is with
Second
me
half
today.
is the best half.
Absolutely. Well, yeah. All right, we have plenty to see and show today, so let's keep rolling here. All right, we've got.
I wanted to, if I could share something really quick.
Absolutely.
The last question just before we left to the break was regarding if your desktop app and your web app were going to automatically sync. So we're going to give you guys just a quick demo of what that looks like and how all of the sync works. So I'll start out on our World Radio League. I think everybody should have an account here on World Radio League by now.
Of course. If you don't have a World Radio League account, you are living in the last century.
Yeah, exactly. If you're not here yet, go to worldradioleague.com, create your account, and we've got our logbooks here. Now, as we were showing earlier, in order to, if I can, download the desktop app, you just download it here. But I wanted to show that here because the desktop app actually looks so similar to the web app that it's easy to get confused when we're sharing it. But this is actually the desktop app right here. When you download the app, it's
on the wall behind me.
It's got all my contacts here. This is offline capable. So let's say that I'm taking this new desktop out for a spin, for a POTA activation. I'm going to create a new logbook here. I'll call it my POTA test. Then I will add my park here. Is the U66.
When you're done demoing this, I'm going to demo something with the desktop app as well, because there's something I just realized I have the opportunity to demo something that has been confusing a few people, and I want to share this. So,
okay, very cool. Yeah, so you'll see it'll grab the location of my park. Everything's ready for my POTA activation. I click save. Now I'm in here, and let's say I get Andy in the log, and I'll put him here on 20 meters, and let's log that contact. Okay, so I've just logged him on my desktop app. Now, this is all. Now you'll see here, there's a little icon that says syncing in the bottom right. It's kind of small, but then it says synced. If I go back to the web, you'll see that logbook that I just created called POTA test, and that contact with Andy is already here. So that is that is your cloud sync, guys. Everything syncs to the cloud automatically as soon as you get an internet, but it's offline capable if you don't. And this all works on the World Radio League mobile app as well. So if you don't have the mobile app, go download that mobile app on iOS and Android. And again, this is all free. I mean, we're member supported. So for those of you who have signed up to become a member, we really appreciate it. It's thanks to you that we keep this going. But you can sync all your contacts across all your devices now on desktop, web, and mobile. And we don't have any charge for that cloud storage.
It was so cool. I was doing a POTA activation with the desktop app the other day, and I was logging contacts, and I pulled out my phone, and I was like, I looked at something on my mobile app, and there's all my contacts from the activation already, and it just synced across, instantly. So it was so cool. So cool. Terry says the desktop app and the web app should have two different background colors. That way you can see at a glance which one you're using. There's an easy fix for that, Terry. Just click the light mode button on one of the two. There you go.
Always fighting for your light mode, Andy.
I actually am almost an exclusively dark mode user now, but I still argue for it just because I like to. All right, let's I'm going to go ahead and share something here that this is actually the perfect opportunity for me to share this. This is something that's been confusing a few people, and I really want to explain how this works. So let me click share here. There we go. And I want to clip this and share it later, but as a short. But if you see here, you can see I've got the desktop app right here running. Well, now in here you see it says local only. That means it's not syncing right now. That's because we have some strong security measures in place on the desktop app. So your authentication, if you aren't using it or it's just sitting on your desktop, not in use for like an extended period of time, for like several hours, then it will the login will eventually expire. So you'll see here, it's still using your local account. It's still using your account locally. So you can log right now and it will log locally. It just won't sync until you log into the web app. So the developer created a really cool case here. You can see you got both a login and a log out button. If you click log out, that literally logs you completely out of the app, deletes all your local DB. It clears everything. If you log in, that logs your sync mechanism back into your web account. So I'll go ahead and click this, and I know you won't be able to see my other screen, but it's going through the regular login process. Just logged in. Now you can see it's online. It's preparing the data now and syncing. And once that, there we go. Now it's synced. It's synced back online. Now, if I wanted to log out, I've got two options. I can remove the account from the device and return the login screen. At one point, let's see here. I think he had a secondary option. Maybe not. We might have removed that secondary option, but anyway, you can see if your auth expires, you can still use it. Log contacts. It's not going to lock you out of the app ever. It's never going to just lock you out and not allow you to log contacts. We built it specifically that way. So if you're offline and your auth expires for security reasons, you'll still be able to keep logging contacts, and then you can just sign back in with the sync mechanism when you get back online. I just saw a good friend in the chat here, Zach. Click the light mode button on his desktop app and it blinded me and burned a shadow on the wall behind me. Top priority, please remove this feature.
Agreed. Yes, Zach, I have the same problem. That's an urgent P1.
There's like a silhouette of James on his wall behind him from when the light mode burned.
I gotta say, every time we pull it up, I have to say, remember, if you delete your logbook, if you click the delete button and confirm delete on the desktop app, it will delete it on your mobile app and on your website. Yeah. Everything is in sync now. So
yes, absolutely.
Deleting from one place will delete in all places.
For sure. 7-3 to KR4JGD. Zach is here this week. He was not here last week that I know of. And so I'm going to play this clip again because I played it last week because I was demonstrating what a proper Roger in CW is. But since Zach's here, this is Zach. So I'm going to share this clip again. So be in awe at this beautiful proper Roger that Zach, AI4ZD, sent me the other day during our QSO. Zach just recently got a bug, and he's been operating CW with a bug, a semi-automatic mechanical key, and it is so fun to work him these days. So here's Zach operating on his new bug. I forgot to mention, pardon my very poor operating skills. I was trying to get the camera up and going so I could record this quickly, and anyway, made all sorts of mistakes. But here we go. That's what I call a proper ride. That was awesome, Zach. Man, Zach didn't even know I was going to show that today. So thank you for enduring that, Zach. I thought that was pretty cool. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. Yeah. He says I only get the properest of Rogers. Absolutely, that was beautiful. Wait, come on, guys, vote and say yeah. Yeah, there we go. There's a proper Roger right there. Say yes in the chat if James should learn CW by
the more you go talk
end
about
of
proper
summer.
Rogers, the more I need to learn. I feel I'm getting major FOMO on the proper Rogers.
Yes, it's so awesome. Say yes in the chat if James should learn CW by the end of summer. Let's put the pressure on him.
Okay, put the pressure on. I bought my key because I thought buying the key was going to be the thing that the straw that broke the camel's back.
That's
but
like a beautiful key. I can't believe you're not using it. All right. Let's see here. We've got what else do we have here? There we go. Zach says yes. Beautiful, Zach. All right. Let's see here. Let's take a look at what else we got. We got something cool. I'm just gonna share really quickly here. So hopefully that clears up. Hopefully that cleared up the confusion about the desktop app showing that it's local only and it not syncing and everything and having a log in and log out button at the same time. It's all part of the flow. I just wanted to put out there. Rick says at least 5 words per minute. I actually would caution against trying to learn at 5 words per minute. Put yourself at a minimum of 12 words per minute. That way you're actually operating off of letter sounds and not off of counting dits and daws. It's a lot better way to learn, in my opinion. So if you're counting dits and daws, it gets very difficult. No. Some people say you need to learn at 30 words per minute, which I'm not there yet. But yeah, I think Andy,
did you learn on a paddle or did you?
I learned on a straight key and then I got a paddle. Yeah.
And then you've stuck with the paddle since you.
Yeah, paddles are awesome. I like doing a straight key every now and then just because it's fun. I want to get a bug really, really bad, but I haven't got my hands on one yet. So before I show this next thing off, we have a very special guest just entered the house here. Catalina, LU5EZO from Argentina. How are you doing, Catalina?
Hello. How are you guys? I'm doing well.
Fantastic.
How are you?
We've got Argentina in the chat too. I've seen some Argentina operators.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
If you're from Argentina and you're in the chat, say hi. There we go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh. That's cool. I would love to meet some Argentinians here.
Absolutely. There we go. I don't know what he said, but he said something to you.
Bariloche. That's the south of Argentina. It's a beautiful, beautiful place.
Very nice.
Thank you.
That's in the south. Is that where people call Patagonia, Catalina? Is that?
Yes. It's from there. Yes, it's the south of the country. It's beautiful. That's a beautiful, beautiful city that is very famous here in Buenos Aires because people who is ending the secondary school goes there, like the teenagers go there at the end of the year.
Very nice.
School year.
So how are things in Catalina? In Argentina, Catalina.
How are things in Catalina?
Yeah, how are things in Argentina these days? Are you faring the end of summer well?
Yeah, it's the end of summer here today, especially in my city. It's a little bit colder than the previous days. Like it was like 10 degrees less. Yesterday was hot. Today is cold. So we are in the middle, like in the days that things are changing.
On the other end of
already
that.
Started.
We are on the other end of that. Let me pull this up in Celsius so that you will know what I mean when I say this. But it has been absolutely violent temperature swings in the last week. Let's see here. We had it swing from 15 Fahrenheit, which is negative 9.4 Celsius, up to 90 Fahrenheit, which is 32.2 Celsius in 1 week.
It's crazy.
From Sunday to the following Saturday, it was absolutely insane. And then it was back in the 30s Fahrenheit this morning, which would be a roughly 1 or 2 Celsius. So it's absolutely insane.
I'm going to take us on a quick journey here to Argentina. Cool. So let's look up LU1VJK. Okay, Daniel. We've got Daniel. I'm going to give him a follow. I feel like he needs some follows here.
Very cool.
Spanish is Daniel.
Daniel. Okay, not
Daniel.
Not
Okay,
Daniel. Not Daniel.
Yeah.
It's Daniel. Okay, we got it. Daniel. And oh, look, very active. And let's see if we could see it down in the. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. Bariloche.
Bariloche.
Bariloche. Okay. Yeah, he's way down in the south here, and you could see a lot of U.S. contacts, a lot of Europe. He's got New Zealand recently, and also, I was seeing this. He has Bariloche Mesh, so he's been doing a lot of amateur radio activity in the south of Argentina. Very cool. Nice little.
Very cool. That's awesome. Daniel, very awesome. Very awesome.
I love the south of Argentina. It's one of my favorite places in my country. There are a lot of
Catalina, I'm going to show off. I'm going to show off a couple of more. I'm going to show off a couple more features here, and then I'm going to let you walk us through what's going on with mugs for map shares. James, if you don't mind, could you check the comments and see if you can get a few queued up so we can cover those here in just a few minutes?
I will.
Awesome. All right, let me share my screen here. I'm going to just show this because it's cool and it's beautiful and it's awesome. This doesn't affect most people here because you already have a World Radio League account, but for new users, we have a new onboarding flow. So sign up here, walk through the sign up steps. It's absolutely beautiful. The developer did an awesome job. So shout out to Surafel. Surafel, if you're watching us, if you're in the chat, say hi. But yeah, Surafel did an awesome job with the new onboarding flow. Then we're gonna take a quick look at the chat console I was talking about. So let me pull that one. This has been a lot of fun. Surafel and I have been working on this one very hard today.
I have not seen the active development on this in a while. This is going to be cool.
Yeah, absolutely. We had a little bit of a delay with the desktop app coming out last week, so we took a little bit of a break on this, but here we go. We've got the new chat console button right up there. Looky here. I need to add I didn't add the local token. Let me add that.
Oh no, the map is missing.
Yeah.
What is that? What is that in the bottom left? That
I will show you. Give me a moment.
Cool.
Give me a moment. I'm going to unshare this. I'm going to add the local token. Catalina, tell us about Mugs for Map Shares, how it's going. I'll pull this up when we're done.
Yes, of course. I will cover you, Andy. So
John, that's what we're always doing here, covering.
Exactly. It's always a team effort. Okay, so Mugs for Map Share. For the ones that are new here, I always explain this. This is a recurring project that we have month after month. So we had our winners in December, January, February, and right now we are on March, almost the end of March, but you have the rest of the days to participate. So this is very easy. You have to just share your maps from World Radio League on social media, tag our accounts at World Radio League, and you are participating. If you share a lot of maps from World Radio League, you will have more chance because one map counts as 1 point. So if you share 10 maps, you will get 10 points. So you have 1 month to participate. You have a lot of days and a lot of chances to win this mug. So we have 5 winners per month. And if you were one of our previous winners, that doesn't mean that you can't win again. We have another mug and another possibilities for you to win another prize. So don't stop participating. I'm always checking the maps. We had a lot of new features and new customizations lately that make your maps more personalized and more fun to play. So give it a try, share your map on social media, and win a mug. That's very easy.
Very awesome.
Terry has that's quite a cool map customization there. If you have a favorite type of map customization, then shout it out. I'll show you a couple quick things that you might enjoy here in the platform. If you haven't customized your map before, just go to your map next to your logbook, or you can go to the logbook in QSO Manager here, or QSO Map, I mean, and you click Customize, and you got tons of options. You can turn the gray line on. You can change the style of map that that the map has. You can do all kinds of cool things, and you can save your custom themes. And coming very shortly, probably by the end of this week, you're actually going to be able to save your themes, and you're even going to be able to see themes that other people have shared. I can give you guys actually just a quick If you want to sneak peek at that, I can give everyone.
Go for it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, let's do a sneak peek. So all of you guys who are on the beta testing program, you can hop over and play around with this as well. But what you'll get in the new version is you'll see a new button here that says Theme Library. So all you have to do is click into the theme library, and you'll see all the themes. You can see themes that have been created by other people. You can see the themes that you've saved. And so I think we'll even make it so you can share themes with other people, but you can select other people's themes. So maybe Terry, you want to share once we launch that, maybe you could share this theme with us that you've got here, and we can give that a shot. The Pac-Man theme is also a crowd favorite. I don't know if there's any in this email this week, but that's currently only available on the mobile app.
Pac-Man is a really cool theme. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, we're now on March. You have some days, so don't stop participating. We'll have our winners next weeks, so keep on going. We had great maps lately, so I will always respond your.
And we are. Are we a week away, or I think it's. Yes. Is it next week or 2 weeks that we're sharing the next winners? It's next week. Okay. Awesome. Fantastic.
Let me check. It's not next week. It's the other. That it will be like 6, I believe.
2 weeks from today. Okay. Sounds good. Fantastic. So you have 2 more weeks to, no, you only have about 1 more week to share.
No, because we have our show on Mondays, but I will close the count.
The end of the month is Tuesday, I believe.
31st of March. Yes.
Yeah.
On the 1st of April, new month.
There's this Morse code one, but there is a new, if you've already won the Morse code and you win again, we will give you a Q codes mug. So there's a new mug out as well.
Exactly. Ooh, very cool. Very cool.
That is very cool.
All right. Let me go ahead and share the screen that I've been talking about. I just got it pulled up here. Look at that.
Ooh.
Wow.
This is
now you'll see a lot of placeholders and things here. Those are just things that we're working on. Like I said, this is active development. I'm literally showing you our internal dev system here. And so, we've got all kinds of things going here. You can see some of these widgets. I can click on a spot and it will fill out details on these widgets. KC8YEK is currently 77 degrees and clear sky. And they are from my location, 280 degree short path, long path is 100 degrees. Yeah, absolutely. And if you look at this, radar scope, this thing is so cool. This is an azimuthal projection map. I can click on a spot. It shows me what direction that is. And the beam heading and everything here. You're gonna resume scan. It just scans from the center. It starts scanning and adding spots as they pop up. So
that's really
very, very cool. Yeah, absolutely. We've got spots and live contacts on here. These aren't live contacts. These are test contacts that you were working with. So, but those will be live contacts once this goes live. We've got all kinds of. You see our propagation meters here, James. These are really cool. SFI, K index, A index. Yeah, this has really been a lot of fun to work with, and we're super excited about where it's going, and it's only going to get better from here. We are hammering out all kinds of really cool stuff here. So very, very excited to get this one live. This is just going to be an absolute.
I'm guessing you're running this locally right now, Andy, or are you?
Yes. Okay. There's no live version of this yet.
So this is what we would call alpha. It's in Andy's alpha.
Yes, Andy's alpha. This is an alpha build. We are running it. I'm going to be running this absolutely locally, internally. This is not anywhere live yet, so not even in dev. So very, very excited about this. Yeah, for sure. All right. We have a couple other things I wanted to discuss, but I wanted to show that to you, let you know what we're working on, what's taking up our time these days, and very excited about that. In the next 2 to 3 weeks, we will be launching the World Radio League. Where's this at? Here we go. We will be launching the World Radio League America 250 awards, the awards for the 250th birthday of the United States of America. Got some really cool ideas there. We were going to have 4 awards. I'm going to go ahead and announce these today. Start working towards these awards. And then when they're live, you'll just get them whenever you qualify for them. So I'm going to go ahead and announce what they are. Log at least one contact on 250 different days in the year 2026. Log for 250 consecutive days in the year 2026. So get at least a 250-day streak all within 2026.
Oof, that's a tough one.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
I know Brad will get that.
Not for Brad.
Yeah, Brad.
Yeah, Brad, K4AZ.
This one's another tough one. This one's a really tough one. Confirm a contact on 250 different days in 2026. That one is going to be interesting. Lastly, confirm 250 contacts with U.S. stations in 2026. So whether you're DX, whether you're U.S., just confirm 250 contacts with U.S. stations. I think one that we failed to add onto there was to confirm all 50 states in 2026. I'm not sure if we're going to do that one or not. It's kind of up in the air a little bit, but these are the 4 that we've selected at this point. So go out there and have fun. Have fun with that one. We've got. Like I said, we're going to be adding those in the next 2 to 3 weeks is the plan, and just start working towards them now. It's retroactive back to January 1st, and we'll extend through December 31st. So just work on getting those nailed down now, if you like. So very excited about that. We got a few comments we can cover now, and then Catalina, we talked about this last week, but we didn't actually finish the conversation. Do you mind kind of maybe you can just go ahead and talk about this now, and so people understand what we were talking about last week. Do you mind kind of explaining the process you went through in Argentina to get your ham radio license?
Of course.
We were talking about this last week, and looks like we have a couple Argentinians, 1 or 2 in the chat, and so it might be kind of cool to kind of talk about that and know what that process is.
Yes, absolutely. I will let you know my personal story here with ham radio. Whenever I entered to this company, I was not in the ham radio mood. I didn't know about this, so I started investigating about ham radio, but I didn't locally. So then in a conversation with James, he told me, you can get your call sign. And I was like, oh, okay, I will start investigating. So I was, of course, I work here in Ham Radio Prep and World Radio League. So I knew the process to get your license for the US a lot, because I also work in customer support. So I was answering a lot of questions about the US process, but I didn't know about my country process. So I started doing it. I went to the local club here in my city. My city, it's not a big city, so there is only one club. And I asked what I have to do. So the process was the same. I had to take the course because I didn't know, of course, the rules. So I had to take the course. Then I have to sit for the exam. So I did it. I took the course, the practical one. It was not as good as Ham Radio Prep. I will tell you, I would love to have Jim explaining the rules for me. It was not the same in my case. It was very hard at the beginning because I was not in a lot of things were very, very new for me. So I studied hard, and there were like 2 dates in the year. I missed the first one, and I didn't know. In the US, you can sit for your exam whenever you want, and here it's not the same. So I had to wait until November to sit for my practical exam. So I did it. I passed. I think like I don't remember how many questions were, but I think that I missed one. But
Nice.
I did great. So I was very happy
Yeah,
and
well
waiting
done.
for my call sign.
Very good.
And after that, I was told that no, here we have a practical exam after the theoretical. I was like, oh my God, I don't have a radio, I don't have an antenna, I don't have anything. So there I had to start going to my local club. And the practical exam started. So I had like a professor there. He was not a professor, he was a operator, but he was a volunteer in the club. And he started to teaching me like the same things as the theoretical one, but like, okay, we're going to practice. I listened a lot of conversations from other people. And one day I went to the local club after, I don't know, 10 times. And he told me, okay, today's time to start your practical exam. I was like, oh my God, how much time? And then I was very nervous, but it was awesome to have like a practical part of the exam because I tested what's the reality of being on the air. So
Yeah.
I talked with a lot of operators, and there were like different people who talked to me. They were very nice because I had to say whenever I was introducing myself, as I didn't have a call sign, I had like a practical call sign like for the club. So a lot of people responded to me, and I was very nervous, and they were very nice to me. And I had a lot of, and I remember that one day of my practical, there was a special date here. It was a holiday, so there was like a contest, and there were a lot of calls, and I was very nervous. I can't do this. I can't. Yes, you can. And
Really
and
cool.
then I passed the test. Then
Very
I had
cool.
to submit a lot of papers. And after that, I had to wait 2 more months. And then I got my call sign.
So how long did that whole process take you from beginning to end?
I think it was more than a year.
It was like a year, about maybe
Yes.
maybe a little more than 1 year. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Is there?
my.
Can you get another level of license, or it's just one level?
Yes.
Catalina's
There
like,
are three
no.
licenses. Three
Okay,
licenses. I'm not gonna.
Okay, let's get started on number 2.
Okay, it's time,
It was just
Catalina.
1 year for number 1. Okay, but I will say so because in the United States you don't have to do Morse code, and you don't have a practical. But I think it's better that you don't have that, to be honest, because it's great that you got to go to the club and get experience and all of that. But I think it's better in the US where it's just easier to get your license. And then once you have your license, you can go learn those things because it gets more people. Like, we need more people.
You're going to make Catalina jealous, James.
Oh, I had to admit that whenever they told me that they won't give me the call sign because I had to do like a practice, I was very angry. James know about this. It was like, nah, I waited a lot. Now I have to go. And I went a lot of times to the local club. So of course, now that the process has ended, I see like it was great to know a lot of operators because a lot of old operators, like, they were volunteers in the club. They knew about this girl that was getting. I live in a small city, of course, so I was getting a call sign. I am a young lady, so they were very happy and they were there supporting me because I was very nervous. But it was a long process. So as you said, I don't know if I want to get the general in my country for now because it was a very long process, and sometimes you don't have that extra time. Like I had to go like 2 hours per day to the club. Like it was a lot of time.
I understand.
But yeah, it was a great experience in the end. And when I remember when I got the call sign, my family was waiting for it because I let them know, like I didn't know about that in my country. So all of my family was celebrating. I shared it with you. It was very a very happy day for me. I will always remember that.
That's really
I will
cool.
say I have a lot of non-ham radio operators in my family, and anytime they ask me about what ham radio is, I always do the same thing, which is I take my mobile app and I pull up one of my maps and I show them the map, and I say, this is what, like, look at all these contacts. I was operating from my truck. I made contacts like thousands of miles away. I show them like some of the stats page and things, and then they're like, oh, that's crazy. They can like get it. Or I have like shown like my brother and like my dad and some people I've like actually just shown them operating before, so they can get an idea of what it is.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's really cool. It's very, very.
I think that the other day we were watching a movie with all my family, and there were like I think that it was a fire that was in the movie, and they used ham radio to communicate. And my father was like, "Oh my God, that was you guys! That yes, I will save you guys if something happened," because they didn't know what was that. And then when they saw the radios that they were communicating, whenever they didn't in the movie, they didn't have a phone because the signal was off. So the only way to communicate was with the ham radio, and it was like, oh my God, Catherine will save us.
Absolutely.
So it's good to see the reality.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Guys, we are way over time for our next break, so I'm gonna hit the break real quick, and we will be right back. James, Catalina, you guys, you're staying till after the break, right?
Yes, I will.
Yeah.
Awesome. We will be right back, guys. Do not go anywhere. We have plenty more to talk about, including getting to your comments and some more stuff we're going to take a look at right after the break here. So stick around. We will be right back. Break. Welcome back to the third half of the show, I guess it is. Third half of the show. Second hour, fastest 2 hours in ham radio. We went to 90 minutes for a little while, but I think we're going to go overtime again today. So we'll just call it the fastest 2 hours in ham radio. Welcome back, each and every one of you. We still have the one, the only, the fantastic James Krebs. It's your WRL, and the one, the only fantastic Catalina, LU5EZO from Argentina.
Hello.
Come back, guys.
Hello.
Yeah. All right. James, what comments do you have queued up for us?
I have got several great comments queued up for you, Andy. Let me make sure I start in the right place. Okay, well, it looks like we were starting with a little comments on your new alpha feature, Andy.
Oh, cool! Yes, the radar map is incredible. I love that. I was hammering out with ChatGPT, hammering out widget ideas, and all of a sudden this kind of it prompted me sparked this thought in my brain, and I'm like, ooh, I want to do that. So we did it.
All right, I started too late. Let me go back a little bit even more.
Go for it.
We were talking about CW, and Terry recommends going with the straight key.
Straight key first. I would agree. That's because you learn to form the letters, actually, instead of just timing the characters exactly right with the paddle. You actually learn to form them, and I think that's the best way to do it to start out with. Once you have the character form in your mind, it is very easy to switch to a paddle. Very easy. I think it's probably easier to go from straight key to paddle than it is from paddle to straight key. So I would agree with Terry. Go straight key.
Wait, straight key is what you have, James? I'm a little confused.
This is a straight key,
but I also have a paddle. This one is a paddle here with the.
This is a straight key here. Yeah, here's a straight key, and then this here is a paddle. So.
Okay. Yeah. Awesome.
And we got a fellow CW learner here, Tom.
Welcome to LICW. LICW is a great path. Check out MorseMastery.com. We're doing some great development over there. It is also in alpha, but it is available for you to try if you want to and throw me feedback. But it is in alpha, so keep that in mind. It's not really.
And then we were talking about what was the right WPM to start learning, and Rick says maybe 13 was the old general speed.
Yeah, 13 is the old general speed. Like I said, 5 is too slow in my opinion. 13 is a really good starting point. You can pick up pretty fast from there. If you're starting out at 5, it's a little bit hard to get over that 10 threshold. So yeah, I would say 12, 13 start right around there. Absolutely.
Next up, Terry says his map theme is based on the Tennessee Orange.
Cool.
Okay, that's an interesting. I did kind of wonder where that.
Tell Josh over on Ham Shack TV if you want a Vols fan, go talk to Josh.
Peter says Catalina is lacking followers. She needs a boost.
Thank you, Peter.
I did drop the note in there, and then when I was doing it, I realized that
Peter's just saying that because Catalina sent him a mug.
Send a mug to Catalina. Catalina, you're a winner.
He's trying to bribe. By the way, maybe we're gonna get into this band conditions. I just hopped in the app and I happened to open the band conditions, and I almost fell out of my seat. Band conditions are rough right now.
They're rough today. Yes, indeed.
Also, give me a follow. Andy's ahead of me by 5 follows, so give me a couple.
Oh, is that all?
Don't steal my follows. Yeah. Today's me.
And Terry already follows you, and he's working on your name. I see.
Carlo. Yeah, Terry. Thank you, Terry, my friend.
Yeah, I have 50 followers right now, so go take me up to 100. I want to get 100 followers.
That's a lot.
Andy, take a look at this one. There are only 275 days left in the year. If you start today, getting 250 it's going to be tough. You basically have to start within the next 25 days. So
if you're starting fresh, you're going to have to start in the next 25 days. But a lot of users already have momentum here. And these awards there are some awards tailored for more casual users, a couple of them, and a couple of them are tailored to more serious operators. So, it's just pick the one or two or three or four that you want to go for and go for them. But don't stress if you miss one of them.
Which one's of the 250 America Awards? Which one's the easiest, would you say?
I would say the easiest. Let me pull them back up here so I can see them in front of me. I would say the easiest one is log on 250 different days in 2026.
Okay.
That's
250 contacts is because you could kind of do that all in a month, really, if you wanted to.
Yeah. No, it's not the 200. We don't have the 250 contacts. It's just 250 different days.
Or I thought it was 250 different stations. Wasn't there one for stations?
There is a confirmed 250 different U.S. stations, yes.
Okay.
So, you could do that one theoretically, you could do that one in a shorter amount of time. So between that one and the log 250 different days in 2026, those are going to be your two easiest. If you fire up FT8, you've probably, if you're a heavy FT8 user, you've probably already got almost 250 U.S. confirmations in 2026. So, yeah, it should be fairly easy.
Tom says
Agree,
there should
Tom.
be an award for getting a QSO with all
I agree.
the
I agree.
team members.
Only this is going to be like the hardest award to get in history because Catalina never gets on the air. So
Yes, it is one of my 2026 objectives.
Like the most rare contact you get.
Yeah.
Let me see. David says, let's make Catalina an extra.
Extra.
Extra. I can say that I'm a technician.
Okay, let's hear about it in Europe. So in Austria, the exam is an interview with 2 teachers, and they can ask everything they want.
Wow.
Oh my. Yikes.
That's tough.
That's scary.
Yes, guys, do you see? US is the best for now.
In4RDX says the ALF TV show as a kid got him hooked on ham radio.
Cool.
So
I've heard that there are
That's
a couple of countries that literally all you have to do is apply for a license, and you get a call sign but it's less regulated there, so it's a little bit more like the Wild West on ham radio in those countries, from what I've heard. So yeah.
We have a new founding member in the house.
Awesome.
Just got his VIP, and he's using the integration to Logbook of the World. Thank you for using it. And he wants to know, are there any other Logbook connections coming?
Any more Logbook connections coming? We don't have anything like specific as far as direct integrations on our end. However, we are working on, we're going to be very soon launching an API that will allow any logger in the world that wants to stream contacts to World Radio League. So you'll be able to host all of your contacts there, even if you use a different logging interface. Yeah, absolutely.
Larry NA4DX says, when I practice for my general license 13 WM, he practiced at 15 so that he could test at 13. That's an interesting strategy.
I've heard that people I heard a story about a fella who he had a teacher that was going to teach him Morse code for the general, and he took him in there and started in, and the student was like, that sounds a little fast, but okay. And so he took the whole test and everything, and he found out and passed, and then he found out after the fact that his teacher actually had him learn at like 25. And I think it's like the threshold for amateur extra or something. So he was able to actually pass even the amateur extra exam instead of just the general. So it was kind of cool. I'm glad that we don't have the Morse code restrictions these days. I honestly think it has done more for CW to not have the restrictions, because now it's not a requirement and everybody does it just for fun. So there's a whole lot more people that want to do it, rather than just learn it 5 words per minute just to get into ham radio and then quit, So it's I think it's actually done more for the hobby and more for ham radio to remove the requirement.
Totally agreed. And
in some circles that's a hot take, but I think I'm good here.
I think Peter's in good shape for his America 250 award. He is at 208 days.
Cool.
Already. So he's well on his way. And John WV3L is at 190 consecutive days. Wow. See, this is why I need to do more FT8. Because SSB on days like today, when the band conditions are terrible, it can just be tough sometimes. And if you've got something like FT8, it can help you on some of those days as well.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I have seen a lot of comments lately on the map shares that the conditions are not good. Is that something happening?
Yes, we'll talk about that in just a couple minutes. There are very, very poor band conditions.
For the spoiler. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Are you planning to use UDP port 2237 to communicate with digital mode clients on the same network? That would be great.
Wow. Also, please send him a mug. Catalina.
Also send me a mug.
So on the same network, that would be kind of cool, actually. I can see that. I can see doing that. Yeah, that's a cool idea. It's a cool idea. We'll have to think about that a little bit.
Yeah. All right. We
Absolutely.
have John says Catalina's the bonus contact.
Oh, okay. So it's worked all World Radio League employees plus Catalina is the bonus. Okay.
If you got me, you get 10 points instead of 1.
Wow. Yeah.
Then we have, how do you filter for confirmed?
What does that mean I'm worth, Catalina? How many points am I worth?
1. I know you're an amateur, so maybe 2.
I'm an extra.
There's
extra points.
There's actually an Easter egg. If you work me on your mobile app, you get a special pop-up.
Yeah. You get a special his call sign's highlighted in a different color. I think the pop-up still there? I think we accidentally removed it in a previous build.
So Peter, let me show you how to, if you go to the QSO manager to filter for confirmed, you can go to filter and then do confirmed. We're gonna upgrade this soon so you can do confirmed or not confirmed, because we really need to be able to filter by both. Yeah. And then you can filter for like just any days you want. So if I want to filter and just go to January 1st till, let's go to, I don't even know what today is till today. And then the confirmed contacts, that'll filter those for me. So you have a couple different options. You've got your date filter, you've got your filter, got a couple filters.
Yeah, absolutely. Larry in a 4DX says you can simply download your contacts, whatever logging platform you use, and then use an ADIF to upload to World Radio League. Absolutely, that's definitely an option, but it's going to be a whole lot smoother to use the API. So,
guys, I am going to have to run here in a couple of minutes, and there's a lot of good stuff coming. But before I leave, I have to ask for everybody's help on something in particular, which is we have Dayton coming up. I'm going to be there. Andy's going to be there. Several Ham Radio Prep World Radio League team members are going to be there. We are going to be giving away free books. We're going to be giving away band plans that have the new 60-meter updates on them. But we need more volunteers. So I'm going to drop a link into the chat. If you are planning on going to Dayton and you have at least 2 mornings or 2 afternoons or some combination of there, you've got some extra time that you can help volunteer with us. Fill out this form and come work with us. It's going to be an absolute blast. You're going to be able to meet great people. We're going to send you a polo. It's a custom polo that's going to have a Ham Radio Prep and World Radio League 73 logo on it. We'll send you with some swag and some gifts and other things like that. But we probably need a couple volunteers still, right, Catalina? Like how many?
Yes. I don't know with like a certain number, but yeah, we will need at least, I think, 5. So yeah, we will need these volunteers. You can just apply for the form, and I will check the applications and I will contact you right away. But it will be good to have some volunteers from here, from our community. It's good.
So fill out the form, let us know, come see us at Dayton, come volunteer with us, and we would love to have you guys.
Absolutely. So thank you, James, so much for sticking with us this long, and have a great rest of your week, man. We'll see you next Monday.
73, everybody.
73.
Bye, James. Bye. See you.
Catalina, you're staying around, aren't you?
Yes, I'm staying.
Fantastic. All right. We're going to have to go to break here in just a few minutes, but hopefully you'll be able to stay after the break, and we should only have one more segment after that. But we do have a few more comments to cover here. We have Ed got CY0S on 2 bands FTA today. CY0S is a pretty rare DXpedition going on right now, and that one is it's hard to work. I tried working it on CW, and they are absolutely slammed. So go try to get them in the log. Let us know in the chat if you got 3Y0K in the log. That the DXpedition to Bouvet Island. They were calling it a success. Let us know if you got that one. John has a suggestion, Catalina. You get a mug if you work, Catalina.
maybe everybody think that I have like a cup of Mac here, and okay, let's send a Mac to this. No, but you can win a Mac.
You got a whole stack in her spare bedroom of mugs that she just pulls out and sends to people.
I hope, but it's not the case. So just share your maps on social media. That's the best I can do to help you guys.
Peter says, let's get Catalina on Echolink. There we go.
Yeah, Andy told me he will help me with that.
Yeah, absolutely, Catalina. Let me know whenever you're ready. We'll get you set up on Echolink. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Dave, yes, James confirmed your contact. Absolutely. So yeah, go check that in your log. It should show confirmed now. Rodney says, can we get a counter for days logged for the year? I currently only have daily streaks and weekly streaks. That's a really cool idea, Rodney.
Oh,
I'm going to snag that one because I think that's a valuable idea, especially given the specific awards this year. And so I think that would be a really cool one. Let me add that to my notes. And there we go. Thank you, Rodney. Also, what else do we have? Pepe, bedtime. All right. We'll have a great rest of your week, Pepe. We'll see you next week, most likely. Hopefully.
See you, Pepe.
Absolutely. Ken got 3Y0K on 30 meter FT8 on the second week. Very cool. So yeah, Dave, he confirmed it today. I was on a call with him when he confirmed it, Dave. So you're good. Larry just worked CY0S on 20 meters, 14.255, split up 5. Oh boy. If I had everything set up right, I'd try to work them live on stream, but I don't think that. I'm afraid the entertaining part of that would be me struggling with my radio, not me making the contact. So we'll skip that for now. Catalina, you were talking about the band conditions.
Yes.
Last week we had a G2 solar storm watch issued, March 19th through the 21st, with possible aurora visible deeper in the U.S. And it was very bad solar conditions. Right now, it's awful. It's everything. There's nothing on there that's good. Right now, we're sitting at 75 on the A index. 4 on the K index, and 120 SFI. Those are really bad numbers. I've seen K worse than that. A is like extreme, and SFI is pretty low, which is not good. So, John's pushing me to make the contact. He even threw a $2 super chat. Okay. I'm firing up my radio. We'll see what I can do. Well, give me a few minutes and we'll see. So anyway, yeah, bad solar conditions right now, but we'll see what happens.
I've seen a lot of those comments on social media that the conditions are very bad. So they can only sometime they share their maps and they say that they could only make one contact because of bad conditions. So
yeah, absolutely. So were they? Let's see here. Who said that they worked? Larry, were they calling on 255 and you worked them on 226, or were they calling on 25 and you worked them on 255? Maybe I should just listen here. Okay, guys, you're getting ready to hear my radio. Here we go.
Oof.
Oh, it would help if I had the right mode selected.
Calling on 14255. That was said.
Why is everybody calling them back on the same frequency? Uh-oh. This is what I don't like about these, is there's a bunch of people who don't know what working split is, and so they're trying to call them on the same frequency that they're calling on. They're trying to respond on the same frequency instead of going up 5 KC. And then you've got all the mad operators that are upset and hollering back, "Stop calling on this frequency!"
Yeah.
And so it's just a disaster. I don't even hardly want to try because who knows what they're gonna say on there. But anyway, let's see. I'm going to enter split mode here. Switch my other frequency to 14.26. 14.260. There we go. Now let's see. Catalina, give me the thumbs up if you can hear this whenever I turn it up here. Let me go ahead and make sure I'm tuned up. All right. Oh, it would help if I went into. There we go. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay.
More or less.
Okay, let me do this. I think we can. How about now? Can you hear that?
No, it's the same, and we can't hear you well now.
Oh, you can't hear me now.
It's like your volume, it's very low.
Okay, let's see here.
We can hear the radio, but it's not very clear.
Okay, let's do. Let's try that. How's that?
Your mic, it's better now, but we can't hear the radio. Oh, there's. Oh, that's better.
Yeah, now they're yelling at each other about operating split again. Oh, I hate this. Let's try this. November 0 Alpha Papa X-ray. 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 Now they're starting to come in a little better. November 0 Alpha Papa X-ray. November 0 Alpha Papa X-ray. November 0 Alpha Papa X-ray. Yeah, they're saying, Catalina, you should try. November 0 Alpha Papa X-ray. November 0 Alpha Papa X-ray. Uh-oh. Somebody's getting ready to get yelled at. Told you. I'm afraid I'm going to get demonetized if I play what they say to the poor chap. November 0, Alpha Papa X-Ray. Oh, boy. Oh, no. John says to do my best YL voice. I should just pipe Catalina's audio in here and have her call using my call sign. Cut through the pile up in a hurry. November 0, Alpha Papa X-Ray. November 0, Alpha Papa X-Ray. Now there's people playing seal voices over this thing. People get so mad. Oh, my Liz, it's ridiculous. It's starting to fade. I might not pull it off. Oh, there we go. November 0, Alpha Papa X-Ray. 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 Ah, yeah, different X-ray. November 0, Alpha Papa X-Ray. Yeah, there we go. November 0, Alpha Papa Extra. I like it.
Extra.
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 November 0, Alpha Papa X-Ray. November 0, Alpha Papa X-Ray. November 0, Alpha Papa X-Ray.
Jesus, guys, he's listening up.
November 0, Alpha Papa X-Ray. I'm calling on 260. Maybe I should go off just a time. November 0, Alpha Papa X-Ray. 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 Oh, now he's coming in some more solid. November 0, Alpha Papa X-Ray. November 0, Alpha Papa X-Ray. Somebody's going to get yelled at again. I knew it. There it came. Okay. Well, we're going to go to a quick break. We'll try that again after we get back. After we get back, I got a couple of quick news updates for you and a propagation forecast. And then maybe we'll just hang on and see if I can work CY0S at the end of the stream for who knows how long. But guys, we'll be right back. Catalina, you're sticking with us, aren't you, to the other side of the break?
I will stay for some minutes more. And
okay. All right. Sounds good. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
Imagine setting up your ham radio in a state or national park like this one. Surrounded by nature.
And making contacts with people all over the world.
That's what Parks on the Air is all about. It's one of the most fun and rewarding ways to participate in ham radio.
Quota is for everyone.
Activators head out to parks to experience nature, while hunters try and contact them from home. With over 500,000 participants worldwide, there's an activation happening every day. And in fact, there's probably an activation going on in a park like this right now.
But if you're new, getting started can be overwhelming. From picking the right gear and antennas to setting up in the field, logging contacts, and following the rules.
That's why we created the Ham Radio Prep POTA course, your guide to getting started with Parks on the Air. We'll walk you through everything step by step, from choosing equipment to setting up, on-air operation, and logging.
This course will get you on the air fast and help you to avoid common beginner mistakes.
And even if you already have POTA experience, you'll find plenty of pro tips to optimize your station setup and operations.
We recommend having at least a general license for this course, but even if you're still a technician, this course will help you prepare for the next level and get ready to join in the fun.
POTA is an amazing way to build your skills, get in the outdoors, and connect with other hams around the world. So are you ready to start your next adventure?
Sign up for the POTA course today at hamradioprep.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to the fourth half of the show. It's getting out of hand. Catalina's still in this hour and 45 minutes into the fastest.
I heard some weeks ago that this show was going to take less time. What happened with that?
Less than 2 weeks.
We are going to try to be shorter on this live. We will take 90 minutes. Well,
nope.
that didn't
That
happen.
didn't happen. Just saw St. Kitts and Nevis pop up, if that's how you say it. Victor 4-stroke Kilo 5 Zulu Delta on the DX spot list. So maybe you can try to work them if you can't get through to Sable Island. Yeah, so go check out the Skywarn Youth Special event. That's going on right now. Pretty cool event, actually. They're call sign November 0 Alpha and 0A. They are working. Looks like the manager is KE0FOE. That's interesting. I didn't know that. KE0FOE is local to me, actually. I've talked to him on the radio before. I just now realized that he is behind this. Great kid. Go check out the N0A special event station. They're working phone and digital. Well, some like HF digital and VHF UHF digital. So go check them out. November 0 Alpha is that call sign. So very cool. The James was going to talk about this. I might have him expound upon this next week, but the Indiana state legislators passed, I think they passed it, a law to prohibit or prevent HOAs in the state of Indiana from limiting ham radio antennas. So that's really cool. Like I said, James was going to talk about this one. He's not here right now, so maybe we'll go. Maybe we'll have him talk about it again next week when he has an opportunity. So come back next week for that. We've got a whole bunch of contests coming up in the World Radio League platform. Let's see what all we've got right now. We've got some cool stuff. It's QSO party season.
Yeah,
those are
we
coming all around.
We had a QSO party, I think, on Saturday.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah, we've got what all do we have? Got the Sasquatch Stomp. That one is coming up. The CQ Worldwide WPX. That's a big one. SSB contest, March 29th.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, absolutely. That'll be fun. Make some birthday contacts on the 29th there. March 29th being my birthday. I shouldn't have said that.
I know.
Mississippi QSO party, Louisiana QSO party, the ZL Sprint, CW, and single sideband. The Yuri Gagarin International DX contest. That's pretty cool. Yuri Gagarin being the first human in space, at least by conventional methods. New Mexico QSO party. That one's coming up. Missouri QSO party, April 12th. Georgia, North Dakota, many other varied QSO parties and state parks on the air events coming up in the coming few weeks. So go check out our upcoming contests page. May 31st is the CQ Worldwide WPX CW contest. So check those out. They're coming up. Plenty of stuff coming up. November 4 RDX. Chris, see you, buddy. You have a good rest of your day. Thanks, Peter, for the thumbs up for the algorithm. Yeah, absolutely. We have, what else do we have to talk about? Yeah, propagation is awful today. Let's just go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and hit the propagation forecast, and then I'm going to try to work this DX station. So I'm really enthused. You guys got me after this guy now, and I'm going to try again after I give you the propagation forecast. So let's talk about what's going on. This one, I double checked this time. This one does start today instead of starting last week like I did last go around with this. I accidentally gave the previous week's forecast, which was not a forecast anymore. Catalina, when's the Catalina QSO party?
Come in. Imagine Catalina QSO party.
Peter's asking for a screen with special event stations. That would be pretty cool. We actually might have something like that in the DX or in the operating console coming up soon. So Monday, March 23rd, quiet and stable day. Flux 105 to 110, so a little bit low. A index around 5, KP around 2. Now, I'm hoping that this storm that they issued a watch for last week is going to fade off, and we're going to see some of those numbers by this evening. But I'm a little nervous that the storm was I could have been a little unexpected, and I hope it doesn't last too long here. But it's rough right now, so we'll see if maybe by the end of the day we get a little bit better numbers. Tuesday, March 24th, quiet. Flux around 105, A at 5, and KP at 2. Let's hope that these numbers take hold by the next couple days here, and are really, really solid. 20 meters is going to be solid. Charlie, 73. Have a good one. 20 meters is going to be solid. 17, going to have some modest midday openings. Low bands, hopefully pretty good after dark. Wednesday, same story. Flux 100 to 105, A around 5, and KP around 2. 20 meters being reliable. 17 is going to be fair midday. 15 might not see as many 15-meter openings. Thursday, March 26th, quiet, becoming unsettled. Most of the day is going to be good. Late day polar paths might get fluttery. 20 meters is still going to be pretty solid. Friday, March 27th, unsettled with minor geomagnetic activity. Flux around 100, A around 10 to 12, KP 3 to 4. Going to possibly see some coronal high-speed stream influence. 20 meters is going to be solid. 17 shorter, 15 not going to be reliable, but you might see some VHF auroral enhancement if the KP gets around 4 or better. Base here. So Saturday, March 28th, the flux is going to be around 100, A around 8, KP around 3. So we're trending better. Solar wind's going to be easing. 20 meters going to get better throughout the day. 17 is going to come back midday. 40 and 80 are going to be really good after dark. Sunday, March 29th. Oh, and if you are in Missouri on March 28th, come see me at the OARS Hamfest in Aurora, Missouri. So hopefully you'll be in the area. Stop by, see me at Aurora Hamfest. Sunday, March 29th, quiet. Flux is going to be 95 to 100. So it's continuing this downward trend. We don't like to see that, but as we come off of this solar maximum trending downwards toward the solar minimum, this is just going to become regular occurrence. A is going to be around 5, KP around 2. 20 meters is going to be steady. 17 is going to be usable midday. 15 meters marginal, but worth checking. All right. Yeah, this report needs some cooler, easier to say names. Absolutely, John. Next, March 30th. Flux is going to be around 95, A around 5, KP around 2. 20 meters is going to be dependable. 17, see some modest midday openings. And 40 and 80 are going to be fantastic, should be fantastic after dark. Maybe even some good DX. The worst stability, of course, is going to be Friday, March 27th. Best low band nights and best overall HF is going to take place on the 23rd through the 25th, and then the 29th through the 30th. The high band opportunities are going to be very limited. You're going to see on maybe a couple of those quiet days some short windows opening up. So, do your best, but it's best any of us can do. Solar cycle 25 is still elevated, but it is coming off of the high. So, this is only going to get worse for the next 5-6 years till we hit solar minimum. Then we're going to be starting back up. It's the next solar maximum is still, it's still a good probably 10 years away from now. So, we could be seeing some pretty rough conditions over the next 5, 6, 7 years. So we'll look for that to improve around 2035-ish, likely. 2034, 2035 are going to be some probably pretty solid years for HF. That's not to say that you can't work HF. Absolutely, you just have to get more experimental and interesting with your operating methods. So we don't really have any confirmed Earth-directed CMEs right now. We'll see what happens, but nothing right now. So we're gonna just buckle down and get through it, guys. So yeah, absolutely. We've got that's Terry. Sound like Terry's having some plumbing issues. Terry, I'm sorry, man. I hope you guys do okay over there at your house. But take care, my friend. We've got South Dakota's on 17 meters FT8. South Dakota's a hard one to get sometimes. So if you want to go work South Dakota, 17 meters FT8 sounds like that's going on right now. So Catalina, before I turn this radio back up and try to work this station, what all do you have to throw at us before we get off of here?
What else?
Yeah.
What else? Share your maps.
Absolutely, guys. Go share those maps. Get out there. Start dumping your maps all over social media. Work all the contacts you can, even in the poor solar conditions.
Make my days funnier, because I love checking your maps every day. It's like my contact with you and with our community. So I have fun, and I can see I'm reading you and I'm responding to all the social media posts.
Yeah, absolutely. Aaron says, hopefully POTA is so entrenched that we can ride through the solar minimum. Yeah, man, I'm really not all that concerned about it. I have never operated ham radio in a solar minimum before, but I'm really not that concerned about it. I think that we'll see some really dedicated people that just keep it rolling. So, Paul says he just finished painting his living room and kitchen ceiling, and we're still streaming. Absolutely. Let's try a couple more calls here and see if we can get CY0S. If not, we will sign off and call it a day. Great to have everyone here. Let's see if we can get CY0S in the log right quick. Give it a couple more calls here. Sable Island. Why did somebody spot 3Y0S as being in Antarctica? I don't know. Let's try to get Sable Island in the log here. Let's see here. Is it? Maybe it is. It's located differently than I thought it was. But yeah, absolutely. In fact, I'm just going to take a look. I'm probably getting ready to look like an idiot, but I actually don't know where Sable Island is. So let's see where it's located. Nova Scotia. So yeah, CY0S is, for some reason somebody spotted it as being in Antarctica. So. Looks like Chaz WW got him. Awesome. All right. Let's put this back up on the page here and see if we can get them in the log. Oh, boy.
Let's go.
There we go. They're still there. November 0, Alpha Papa X-Ray. November 0 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 Alpha Papa X-ray. Oh, what a mess. If they don't get me on the next 3 calls, I'm calling it quits and we'll try again later. November 0 Alpha Papa X-ray. November 0 Alpha Papa X-ray. Let's try this. November 0 Alpha Papa X-ray. This is the other side of the pile up, by the way.
Whiskey Delta 5, Delta X-ray. Whiskey Delta 5, Delta X-ray.
November 0 Alpha Papa X-ray. Rats. Okay. Well, okay. Paul, it's 14255 is their calling frequency and 14260 is their listening frequency. Yeah, well, we will, I suppose, try this again another time. Great having you all here. Thank you so much, Catalina. Thanks for sticking through to the end of the show. Thank you very much. Very much appreciate it. You have a great rest of your week. We'll see you next week, guys. Have a fantastic week. Yes. Arriba, arriba.
Arriba, arriba. That's Spanish.
What actually does that mean?
Up, up.
Oh, really? Okay. That's actually hilariously fits perfectly well. All right, guys.
It's part of a Spanish song that it's a Spanish song that it starts arriba, arriba, that the music don't stop. Like it's like.
Oh, okay. I've always heard, the only place that I've well, maybe not the only place, but I've always heard that come from Speedy Gonzalez. So I don't know.
Yeah, that too.
Guys, thank you so much for sticking with me through the fastest 2 hours in ham radio. Have a fantastic rest of your week, and we'll see you next Monday on the 42nd episode of the World Radio League Show. Great to have everyone here. 73. And have a fantastic rest of your week. Catch you guys later.
Thank you, Andy.
Thank you very much, Catalina. November 0 Alpha Papa X-ray, your amateur extra host. Said 73, and I'm clear, did it?